Blessings, everyone. This is Tefnut Light with theholyunion.com. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I decided to come out and do a reading for the collective energy. There is a huge activation today because the number actually equals in total 11 with the year, the day, and the month. We have 2 5s and we have a 3. Well, sorry, 4. 3? Yeah. A 3, when you put it all together, it equals 4, which is an 1111. So there's a lot of energy rising up today to the surface, and it's kind of like this, like motion into action. That's what we're getting ready for. And there is this huge third eye. I'm feeling this third eye energy today for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, kind of like merging at the head. It's like, it's really intense. So it's a perfect day to do a reading in the park by the beautiful trees. So those of you that are interested, I have the Blu-ray transmission. It's still available. It was done in 1919. And also sessions are available at this time. So let's get into the reading. There's some pretty interesting energies that are coming up. The Divine Feminine has the Fool card. The Divine Feminine is like so ready to just dive in and be the Fool. The Fool in love, the Fool refreshing the journey, the Fool creating a new vibration, the Fool rising up into freedom. And this is really interesting because the Divine Masculine, this is overall energies in the 4 directions. I did this. The Divine Masculine has the Knight of Pentacles. So it's really interesting. The Divine Masculine is like looking towards the reading. The Divine Feminine is looking towards the reading, towards the Fool, as the Fool. And the Divine Masculine is really looking at the layers of the structure and the earth. So it's very yin and yang. It's just this flowing out in the world there as a divine Fool goddess, being in carefree, I'm going to create whatever I want. Divine Masculine, really like wanting to set the foundation and build, and it has to do with abundance and creation and a more like physical essence. The Divine Feminine is like, I'm just gonna like wave my wand and magically everything will appear, and I'm ready just to like do this, but in a very carefree freedom aspect. Towards the direction of the crowning, we have the Divine Feminine energy as the Queen of Wands. Well, both energies. The Queen of Wands, which is action, Divine Queen, passion, magic, and the card that roots it in the other direction. So we're kind of going like across here. We have the Temperance card. So there's the Divine Alchemy process that is rooting the whole foundation right now. So one twin is a bit more like airy-fairy, and the other twin is like earth root. We're in Gemini season, so we just entered Gemini, and that's that twin dynamic, like kind of like, just like, I just imagine the twins being in this aspect of, one is like this way, and the other one's like, no, this way. And together they're kind of like, they're bumping into their third eyes of like, okay, we're creating something together, which is really interesting. The Rumi card came up, becoming one. So they're really becoming one, but the elements are all kind of like in this merging process of creating a new world, a new foundation, creating the dream. It's really beautiful because the card underneath the whole deck for the Art of Love is the Illuminator, which is the Queen of Stars. Okay, it's actually the Queen of Stars is the Queen of Wands. So the Divine Feminine is guiding the energy in terms of creating. There's this little boy playing over there. How cute. So we have the Illuminator full on crowning the reading, and then also aspecting the strongest aspect. So it's like the Divine Feminine is ready just to be the star, and the Divine Masculine is holding the star, the coin, in his hand, but in a very like earthed aspect of, the physical. And the Divine Feminine is very much like creating all the etheric elements within the structure of the universal elements. So it's like she's weaving the magic and the masculine is holding the energy. And at the same time, they're kind of like doing this kind of thing, and then they're merging in the middle. So it's a really interesting energy. It's kind of cute and funny at the same time. The feminine is having these giant breakthroughs, okay? It's like this breakthrough is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune has been showing up a lot, actually, for the twins together. So this is a tree, and it's kind of like opening up something to shift the cycle and release old karma. And starting afresh, starting anew, here we have these beautiful butterflies, which is stunning. And then we have, the Fool card next to it is all yellow, and we could see this yellow aspect of the sun. There's a lot of cars making noises today, so it's kind of like, yeah, let's go. And the other one's like, it's like that energy that's going on, reading what's been going on here. So yeah, the butterfly, right? Becoming that divine butterfly. We've transformed so much energy that I believe the divine feminine is kind of like really ready to move this forward. And the divine masculine is too, but he's being a little stubborn in some way. Energetically, he's being stubborn in some way. Not always. They're weaving their magic too. But it's more like they're very focused on the more serious aspect of it. I'm sorry, I have to have a little fun and just laugh about it because it's really cute. So the divine masculine has the Lover's card. The divine feminine has the Wheel of Fortune. So it's creating that foundation of love and creating the breakthrough at the same time. And this is also a foundation at the same time. But I think because the divine feminine has been doing so much inner transformation work, she's kind of like, let's go have some fun. Let's go have fun. Let's come together, but let's have fun. Let's lighten it up. Let's, make the magic happen. And I think there is this like balance because we have the Gemini energy right now of one is in a more playful aspect. The divine feminine is feeling very playful. And the divine masculine is being a little bit more serious, which is kind of cute. It's cute. It's like, the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Lovers and we have the Breakthrough. And underneath the Queen of Wands, which we have twice, right? We have twice. We have this aspect of receiving. It's the tree. The divine feminine wants to flow the energy into the universe and start to create these ripples of magic and manifesting. And that means bringing in more that harmony energy, bringing in being that energy of love and flowing through that. And I feel the feminine is like ready to make an action move in terms of in the physical world, and the masculine wants to as well, but the divine masculine is being a little bit more serious about it. It's more like strategic, like kind of like if you had a list and you had a map and it goes from A to B to C. Well, the masculine wants that. The feminine is like, let's jump all those steps and just land there. And the feminine is very capable of doing that because that's how we work. We just, the divine masculine is like, wants to go through the process, and the divine feminine's already been through the process. Do you know what I mean? So it's cute because they're actually both in this together. They're just looking at it from different sides of the coin. And I really feel the divine feminine is like, okay, it's almost summer. It's summer pretty much. We're in the Gemini energy of the Lovers, the twins, which is the aspect of Gemini here, the Lovers card. And I'm ready to break through to create the new. It's a big thing. It's a big energy that the divine feminine is birthing. And she's also receiving. So she's flowing the divine energy for the union to create the alchemy of manifestation in the physical realm, because we have the alchemist here. So there's a lot of dynamic energy happening here. The Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, Temperance, again, the Illuminator of the Stars, the Queen of Stars. And then underneath all of that, underneath the deck, this came up. The Two of Cups. So there is a lot of this energy moving into it, because in the middle of the reading for the Kundalini aspect, we have the Ace of Cups. So it's coming together in this divine orchestra symphony. But they're kind of playing this tug at the moment, which is really cute. And at the same time, it's kind of hilarious. So the trees are aspecting, rooting it in, bringing it in. The divine feminine is like, she's this divine, beautiful tree. And she's holding, we're at 11 minutes now, she's holding this energy of receiving, right? And flowing that divine energy, because we've done so much work, divine feminine, by bringing in that fifth dimensional energy into the physical and beyond, 11th dimension, 12th dimension, really depends on your star blueprint, which is actually what we were activating in the group ceremony, the blue right ceremony. So we're bringing in all this energy in. So we might be feeling more physical. I have been feeling a lot more physical in the last few days, and it's been a bit odd because before it was this lucid flowing state. So the divine feminine is like the tree trunk as the goddess form, bringing in the higher aspects into the physical. And this is why this Fool now is showing up. Like, she wants to go play. She wants to have fun and like dance around. It's Gemini season. Divine masculine is a bit more in the earth aspect of, let's do A, B, C, D, E. You know, like, da, 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 da. And the feminine is like, let's just do it. So it's quite an interesting aspect. The serious and the lightheartedness, which is what the feminine kind of needs right now, I feel. The flow comes from being a little bit more careless. But the divine masculine has taken on that energy before, but because there's this alchemy going on right now, as we're getting ready for the Lion's Gate, and the middle of the sector of the cards is the Ace of Cups, it's like it's all coming together right now. So both energies are needed to create, the one energy together that they are creating, because we have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. And the next level down, for the divine feminine, it's about abundance, the flow of abundance. That means the flow of all energy systems working and the flow just coming through and happening. The divine masculine, so we have union, breakthrough. Then we have abundance on the feminine. Then we have stability on the side of the masculine. So it's that weaving together of love. And then we have, this energy of manifestation into the physical from the feminine. I feel like the feminine is really manifesting a lot of things right now, but she's also giving herself permission to be free, which is really important because freedom brings in the love. And when she takes on that kind of platform of more freedom, the masculine tends to come in with a bit more like, offers of the stability and creating more together, which is really interesting. So it's kind of like the energy has flipped around a little bit, and now it's like this rebalancing, which we see with the Temperance card. And this is a collective energy, so it's not, if you want a personal reading, please do contact me. So this is the collective energy. Everyone will be seeing this in a different way, and you can also have both aspects within yourself. So both twins have that, but we balance it out between each other. So 9 of Hearts is the 9 of Cups card. And then we have the Ace of Trees, which is the Ace of Earth. So that's about, it's the pentacle normally, but here we are aspecting as the trees. So This has to do with abundance, but also the abundance of energy, abundance of love, the abundance within the union, right? And they're balancing out, but they're both the same. It's almost like an 11 gateway right here. This is amazing. This image is amazing. So flowing the love and flowing the inspiration, flowing the freedom and flowing in the commitment. So it's that counterbalancing act that's going on. And that's actually what's needed to bring this together. Because the next level, we have the Two of Cups, which is again mirrored again with this card, just like the Queen of Wands was mirrored twice. Then we have the Ace of Creation. So this is beautiful, the Ace of Fire here, okay? So pentacles here are fire. Well, they're not pentacles. The stars are fire, and the trees are earth elements in this deck. It's kind of confusing, but this is the Ace of Fire, and this is the Two of Cups. So really interesting. The creation of the union. It says creation, and it says union right here. Divine feminine, that passionate forward movement energy. Divine masculine is almost more in a feminine space. It's really cute. And then below the Temperance card that roots the energy, we have the Knight of Hearts. So this is the Knight of Cups, which is amazing. So the feminine is receiving the energy, flowing the energy, right, on the top. And the masculine is also the cup. He's holding the cup of union right now. The feminine is flowing the energy into the cup, and the masculine is holding the union. So super amazing when you think about the energy between the two of them, how they're doing this divine alchemy, because this brings us back to the Temperance card, and they're kind of like doing something between each other, and then they have this divine alchemy together that brings in the union. And all the union cards, besides the Ace of Cups, are all on the side of the masculine, which is amazing. Look at that. And the feminine is the one that's creating an energy of flow. So we have balance, we have flow, and then we have stability. We have breakthrough, we have abundance for the feminine, and we have creation, which is their soul, right? And on the masculine, we have union, the lovers, stability, and then, again, union, the Two of Hearts, becoming one. And this is mirroring this card right here. So together, they're creating this. It's pretty amazing reading, actually, when you look at it. Like it's an alchemy process, and that is part of twin flame union. But there is this divine energy that is flowing through right now that is really taking it to the next step, taking it to the next level, dimensionally and physically, because we're bringing in higher dimensional frequencies within the earth. And that's what this is also about, the love and the creation. The creation, I feel like the feminine is really focusing on, the masculine is really focusing on the union. But together they are creating that Ace of Cups, which is bringing them together. So it's a divine process that is coming forth that really stood strong with this moon energy we just had. So, we are in the Gemini season, which is aspect of, two energies becoming one. So two energies become one. We have the card that says one right here. So there we are. It's happening. The feminine is really taking on an interesting role of bringing in more freedom to the union. The masculine is bringing in more stability. And together they're creating that yin and yang balance, which is beautiful. So again, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. It's pretty amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's 1929 there. And if you would like a personal session, I am available. And again, that Blu-ray ceremony is available. You get a mini reading when you sign up for the ceremony. So it is $22.22 USD for that. And you get to look at the ceremony as much as you want. So sending you lots of love and blessings. Namaste.